It's the home of the... Wizards here in Washington, D.C. as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Verizon Center. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Noah. Carter Williams is out there with Allen. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's George in the small forward position. On defense, Washington, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want. But then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts and the energy of a mountain lion.
George with the ball. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Carter Williams kicks to Allen. Noah the screen. Passes to George. Shot clock at 6. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Parker against Allen. Screen by Ibaka. Parker dishes to Cantor. And no good as it rattles out.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Noah with a screen on Parker. Nobody near Allen. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Pass to George. Over in the corner, Allen. He kicks to Drummond. To the inside. George.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And that one's good. Parker. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Carter Williams against Parker. Carter Williams kicks to George. Allen fires. And Portland again with the bucket.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Screen by Ibaka. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Drummond a screen. Carter Williams the pass to Drummond. Allen dishes to Drummond. Off the screen. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Well, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong, with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Wizards trailed by 4. Out to the right wing. There's the screen. There's Parker with the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And in the second round, the Wizards continue to be a tough opponent. I mean, they went up 2-1 on the Hawks, but were unable to keep the series lead. A lot of close, heartbreaking losses for them in that series.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Carter Williams kicks to Allen. Noah the screen. Outside for Carter Williams. Allen trying to break free. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Parker with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Here's Neal, defended by Allen. And Neal kicks to Parker. Washington needs to get a shot off here. That one off the back iron and out.
And the Hawks would ultimately take down the Wizards last year in the postseason. John Wall and his injury were a big turning point in that matchup. And all those buzzer beaters for both teams made it one of the most interesting series of the postseason.
Here's Parker. After the basket by Tony Allen. Parker kicks to Neal. The Wizards with another miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Carter Williams with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Drummond. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Parker drives in. Ibaka wide open. He fires. And another miss by Washington. Trailblazers leading by 8. And Drummond kicks to Allen. Drummond a screen. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Washington. Here is Parker. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Ibaka. Nailed from three-point land. Ibaka's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And how good a playmaker has Tony Parker been? One of the best in recent history. The all-time leader in assists for the Spurs over his 14 years there. Just a crafty guy with the ball in his hand.
Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Drummond. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Parker dishes to Ibaka. Parker kicks to Ibaka. Back to Parker. Parker sets the screen for Ibaka. Jacks up a 3. And Parker gets it to go. The assist from Ibaka. 6 points for Tony Parker.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And Tony Parker, at least some of his success can be attributed to playing with talented bigs. I mean, in his rookie season, he plays with both the Admiral and Tim Duncan. He kept that partnership going with Duncan for several more championships. So while talented, he's also been very fortunate.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Well, talking about Parker and the bigs, Tony benefited from their presence, Clark, but they also benefited from his play.
Really, early in their careers, the only way to defend Parker and Duncan was to pack the lane, and once Tony developed a consistent jump shot, the only way to defend them was to hope and pray.
Right. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Pass to Portis. And stolen by Ilyasova. Kicks to Ross. Wizards passing it around. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he's good on the second.
And Corey Brewer, guys, out of Florida. Remember, won those 2 national championships, teaming up with Joakim Noah and Al Horford. Terrific quickness, and that rangy frame makes him a disruptive defender. Great versatility as well on that end of the floor. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Gortat. And that one's good. Clark, Corey Brewer was the 7th pick in the 2007 draft. He's never really reached that star caliber so many had predicted.
Yeah, you know, his offense has held him back a bit. He's a bit erratic at that end of the floor. Not a great shooter. Slashes effectively well. He's most effective in transition.
Indeed. 2 points. Crab, good.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Crab, good. And now a 5-point Portland lead.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Here's Augustine. The shot is off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. There's the pass to Hazanya. Back to Jackson. Shoots the 3. He got it! That is one fantastic buzzer beater!
He hit that shot like it was nothing. Just another day at the office.
That is what you call much in the clutch.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 8. And we'll be back with you right after this. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, how about the willingness to attack the basket and challenge the defense here tonight?
They've got Corey Brewer. Gortat is out there with Ilyasova. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Augustine in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Trailblazers leading by 8. Jackson passes to Hazanya. There's the feed to Crab. Jackson kicks to Crab. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from 14. Here's Hazanya. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Hazanya's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Trailblazers. The dish to Ilyasova. Puts the fade away right on the money. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Hazanya. He's guarded by Ross. Screen by Nurkic. Off the screen. Hazanya's shot is off.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Gortat dishes to Brewer. Augustine No good with the wing jumper. Pass to Hazania. Lots of room. No good. And the Wizards now going the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Feeds it to Ross. Takes a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Pass to Hazania. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Wizards trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones. A long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. There's a screen. Now, here's Brewer. Guarded closely. Tries again. And it's finished off inside by Gortat.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. Terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete, but his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Gortat. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Corey Brewer. And Gary Neal subbed in for Terrence Ross. And Drummond kicks to George. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline play.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Now here's Carter Williams. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Here's Augustine. There's a screen by Cantor. Now here is Augustine. To the paint. It's deflected. And stolen by Drummond. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hazania's shot is off.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
This is Neal. Clock at 4. Inside runner. Augustine, no luck.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Out to the wing. And Hazania gets it to go. Hazania's got 5.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
To the right side. Here's Neal. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Ilyasova gets the bucket.
Kevin, gorgeous fadeaway there. I mean, that's one way to beat some tight defense.
Here's Azania. He has 5. George passes to Carter Williams. Here's Azania. No good on the 3.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Augustine again. It's Carter Williams. And here's Augustine. He dishes it to Cantor. Cuts off the pass. Here's Azania. George with no one around. Nailed from three-point land. George has got 7 points in the game. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and Mauro Hezonja isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hezonja has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And with Hezonja, it is all about what he might do in the future. He has great athleticism, very good size at his position, and already has great skill in terms of scoring the basketball.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Andre Drummond, and Allen subbed in for Hezonja. Now here's Parker. He's got 6. Ross dishes to Parker. They get it back.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, it really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
There's the pick. Outside, George. Deflects the pass. Brewer with the steal. Here's Ross. Noah with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Parker kicks to Gortat. He feeds it to Brewer. Inside. Here's Ibaka. The Wizards with another miss.
You know what I like most about Hezonja is how much he believes in his own ability. He has tremendous confidence. Before the draft, he said he felt he should be the first pick overall. That's confidence, folks. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And it's blocked. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pass to Carter Williams. Back to Allen. And that one is hammered home.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Ross kicks to Parker. Hits the three-point bomb. Parker's got 9 points.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Noah the screen. And the pass to Portis. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Allen passes to George. Back to Allen. Three-pointer. Again, Allen missing.
Well, I think that was clearly a foul. He was a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
Ibaka dishes to Parker. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Now here's Allen. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks it to Carter Williams. The feed to Noah. Pulls from the top of the key. And again, it's Portland converting.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Kicks it to Brewer. Looking for Gortat. He gets it there. Releases. And Washington again with the bucket.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
That'll do it for the first half.
Let's take them back.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
94.
It's been a clinic from Tony Parker.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
What a game for Tony Parker. He's got 11 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Jackson is out there with Hazonia. Then it's Allen Crabbe. Then there's Noah. And it's Drummond in at the 4. Now the dish to Crabbe. And the 3 off target. Parker against Jackson. Parker outside to the middle. Cross. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Here's Crabbe. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Parker, right side. Passes to Ross. Feeds it to Gortat. Pulls up on the elbow. Good. Gortat's got 8.
He just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Noah the screen. Pass to Crabbe. There's the triple. And he gets it to go. 7 points in the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Parker double teamed. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
He tried to shoehorn along the sideline, but he stepped out of bounds. Pretty good defense there to force the turnover.
Outside Jackson. Drummond a screen. Now Jackson. to the left side wing. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Parker against Jackson. Ball's knocked loose. And now Portland on the break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Parker kicks to Ibaka. 5 to shoot. Screen by Ibaka. Parker passes to Ibaka. Launches it. Can't hit. Great defense that time from Noah. Trailblazers leading by 7. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. When you think of Kid Gilchrist, one thing that comes to mind is intangibles. He has a desire and intensity and a will to win that elevates him to elite status.
Yeah, he never will be a great shooter, and he's still working on his jump shot. But the intangibles, you talked about it, you add heart and tenacity to that. Every team wants a guy like that.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Allen comes in for Hezonja. Carter Williams, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Drummond with a screen on Parker. Carter Williams dishes to Drummond. Parker with the steal. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
But they recover it. Gortat with the steal. Here's Ross. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Washington making some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Tony Parker.
And talking about Kid Gilchrist, yes, he's worked to fix his shooting form last season, but the real improvement was made on the boards. And he averaged 7.5 rebounds a game in only 29 minutes of play. That is outstanding.
A different look now for Portland. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Nurkic, and Georgia subbed in for Crabbe. There's a screen by Gortat. Ilyasova is screen on Carter Williams. Ilyasova can't hit. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Dishes to Allen. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. The Wizards have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Gortat with the screen for Morris. He dishes it to Prigioni. For 3, Ross. It's rebounded by Noah.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Noah with a screen for Carter Williams. 6 on the shot clock. He had his back to the basket. Over 5. That'll be a turnover.
And that'll make a pair of turnovers for him in just the last few minutes. So he's got to be a little bit more deliberate with the ball out there.
Gary Neal's checked in for Ross. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Pass to Prigioni. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Portland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And here's George for 3. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. 12 points here for George.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Washington calls timeout.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter-Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
On the subject of Michael Carter-Williams, his assists went up last season. His rebounds went up last season as well. But, Greg, the one thing he can't seem to lock down is his shooting stroke.
Yeah, last season hitting just 38% from the field. You expect more out of him at this stage. But remember, this is a young player, and oftentimes your field goal percentage isn't necessarily a reflection of your ability to make shots, but more so your ability to take good ones. So shot selection, I think, plays a role for him as well.
He feeds it to Nurkic. A shot by Carter-Williams, nobody around. And another three for Portland.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Now here is Augustine. Here's Cantor. And that one's drained from the low block. Cantor's got his second basket. And here are the Trailblazers now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. There's a good screen. Carter-Williams kicks to George. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here is Augustine. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
Yeah, doing exactly what he had to do right there, Greg, to make sure he wasn't going to get flushed on or Instagrammed.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Neal passes to Augustine. The 19-foot shot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Carter-Williams kicks to George. No luck. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Augustine against Carter-Williams. There's a screen by Cantor. Right wing. Paul George with the steal. There's the lob to the hoop. Pizzagna's shot is off.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
Now here is Augustine. Top of the key, Ilyasova. Shoots it. 4 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on George. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Portland.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
And Portland making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Fires from deep. And there's the pass to Portis. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Portis has got his second bucket tonight.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And Augustine kicks to Cantor. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Jackson drives in. Portis hits the jumper in space. And it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Trailblazers lead by 12. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.
Not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. I get so, but still so down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie in the bit.
Trailblazers leading by 12. They've got Gary Neal. Marcus Morris is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Cantor in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Serge Ibaka, Terrence Ross, Tony Parker.
Stolen by Cantor. And now it's Neal running. He can go all the way. Finished off the break. Neal's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Wizards.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Drummond the screen. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Crabbe. Washington with the rebound. Ross with it. There's a screen by Cantor. Off the pick. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. The feed to Neal. Clock at 6. There's a screen by Cantor. The lead now in single digits. 13 points for Parker.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Carter Williams against Parker. Carter Williams dishes to Drummond. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And Neal kicks to Parker. Left side of Ibaka. Stolen by Noah. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Crabbe, good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
There's a screen by Cantor. 6 on the shot clock. Left side of Ibaka. Stolen by Noah. Now here's Carter Williams. It's Drummond with the drive. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Andre Drummond is a big guy. At the NBA Draft Combine, he measured 7 feet tall with a 7'7" wingspan. And he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friends.
Jackson, he's checked in for Michael Carter Williams. And on the topic of Andre Drummond, Greg, there are a few guys in the league who combine his kind of size with the type of athleticism he possesses. Fast up and down the floor, quick off his feet, even sports a little hang time. I mean, the guy's got a full package athletic.
You talked about the raw physical tools. Then you factor in the two things as a big that I really value: great hands and quick feet. And he's got that going for him. So you can't go through him, you can't go around him, and you certainly can't go over him. I mean, what's left?
We can only hope to contain him, as they say. Ross with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Marcus Morris comes in for Ross. And it's Brewer in for Gary Neal. Jackson against Parker. He kicks to Brewer. Just 5 to shoot. Parker drives in. That one does not go. It puts him at 5 for 9 from the field. Trailblazers leading by 11. Jackson passes to Drummond. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Andre Drummond.
Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. And here is Parker. Inside, the runner. The shot misses. George with the defensive effort. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. There's a good screen. And Drummond kicks to Allen. Noah the screen. From deep, George. The shot is off. And the Wizards now going the other way. Parker against Allen. There's a screen by Cantor. Ibaka with the screen on Allen. It's Parker with the drive. Ibaka. This is DeMorris. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Jackson's got the ball.
2 points.
And George with the stuff.
Well, now they've lost the starch in their shirt, guys. They're demoralized. A careless play to turn it over and then slow to get back on defense. Lethargic.
It looks like their legs are gone at this point. I mean, I don't think a comeback bid is in the offing.
Washington calls timeout.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girls.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
Thanks, Doris.
That's his second personal foul.
One thing about Corey Brewer, he's a defensive specialist, has a combination of size and quickness that's real hard to score against. I mean, equally good at defending in the half court or transition.
Alan Crabb, he's checked in for Portland. We're going back to Corey Brewer. He also has a sixth sense of sniffing out steal opportunities. Very quick hands. He's averaged 1.5 steals a game over his career.
And Kevin, Corey's one of those guys that's always going to give that effort offensively and find ways to contribute there. But more importantly, he's going to give you results on the defensive side of the ball.
He has an amazing motor. It never shuts down. Passes it to Hazanya. They set the pick. Back to Nurkic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Nurkic. Trailblazers keep it alive. Pass to Azania. Kicks it to George. Here's Azania. He's covered by Kidd-Gilchrist. Pass to Portis. Just 5 on the clock. And another shot.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Here's Brewer. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
George passes to Portis. Back to George. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Here's Gortat. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Portland leading by 14. Outside, George. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Azania. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Shot's good by Ibaka.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And Greg, how about DJ Augustine on the roller coaster ride last season, beginning in Detroit, ending up in a very creditable position with the Oklahoma City Thunder?
And a lot of that was because Jennings was so inconsistent for Stan Van Gundy last year, even so much so that he started starting Augustine, and this was just a small part of the turmoil for Detroit last season.
Ross is checked in for Washington. Parker comes in for DJ Augustine. Portland also making some changes. Joakim Noah is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Andre Drummond comes in for Portis. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Crabbe.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Ross for 3. It's rebounded by Carter-Williams.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Paul George. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Now the dish to Parker. 4 on the shot clock. Goes up at the stripe. The Wizards with another miss. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Carter-Williams against Ross. Here's Carter-Williams. In the corner, George with it. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
Blazers ball.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And, Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it,